Well,
you're so funny.
One day last year, his arthritis was acting up, so he took some Bayer. It has all the
look at him.
The kitten?
It relieves the pain.
Oh, yeah.
The next day,
And a little close up right near the tip.
incredibly,
I don't take really good
Bayer
pictures
not
here,
only
so.
relieves his arthritis pain,
What's up with the white?
saved his life.
this is the kitten now. That's how he's sleeping. Oh, I went the wrong way. There's Kevin, stop it. You are a jerk.
Yeah, I love
There's
it.
his feet. That's him. And then he goes right over here. Like that. That's how he's sleeping.
By my dad and get kicked by you.
Anyway, I thought it was kind of funny. That's the back of him. That's how he's sleeping. His feet. Check him out.
Live footage of Copper Kitten attacking Petey's dish. There he jumps on.
Do you see anything in there that says record?
It has a green light. Has a green light.
Well, that's
Butt causer over here.
ordinary average dog.
Well, here we are on a Monday morning. I'm not sure whether this is the 18th or 19th, but that's my little Chrysler there. And there's Yogi Bear. We're at a little town near South Bend, Indiana, which is where Notre Dame University is located. I stayed here last night in the Yogi Bear Park, more appropriately called Jellystone Park. But it's just about 6 in the morning here now, and I'm just getting ready to pull out. So we thought we'd take one quick picture of Jellystone Park. Maybe if we get a chance to pull over when we get down below, we can take another picture of Notre Dame, at least the entrance to Notre Dame. Maybe Jim Ward can even take a glance at it on the TV tape if he's got a VCR at his house. Anyway, that's it for now. Don't pay any attention to that date in the window. It's only 11 years old. Okay, here we go. Goodbye, Yogi Bear. And here I am about 35 miles from South Bend, Indiana, Notre Dame. And I'm at a mobile gas station. I stopped here for coffee. But I figured it's worth showing you the price of gas here. $1.29 a gallon, which is the cheapest I've seen it since I left Boise. Unfortunately, I got over 3/4 of the tank, so I can't fill up there, but it's good to hope that further down the road, maybe gas will get to be a little more reasonable. So much for now. I've been inside, got my coffee, I'm ready to go. Once more, gas $1.29. Hello again. This is July 17th, 2000, on a Monday. Here's my car. There's my tent down here. I'm camped at Conneaut, Ohio, on the banks of Lake Erie, practically. Lake Erie is down through those woods, down a ways. I'm not actually on the bank of the lake, but within a quarter of a mile of the lake, probably. Anyway, this is my last night on the road getting here. Tomorrow I'll be in Buffalo, spend a couple of days, and then on to Morrison Day. Here's my table. I'm just getting ready to cook up a little steak over there. I stopped down at the corner and got a piece of meat, and I got my little propane stove over there. I'm going to see if it works. If not, I'll eat raw steak is all. But anyway, it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm going to eat a little early, and I just bought a newspaper. I'll read the paper and relax, listen to the radio for a while, and go to bed early, get up early, and get into Buffalo. So, there we are at Evergreen Campgrounds, Conneaut, Ohio. That's all for now. Here we are Monday morning. I don't know if you can see that, but it says welcome to New York. I'm on the thruway. We're just getting into New York State. It's 7:30 in the morning my time, but that would be 5:30 back in Boise, Idaho. Anyway, we're just getting into New York State. It's Monday morning, July 18th. Here it is, July 22nd, Saturday. It's about 7:15 in the morning. I just got back from Mount Morris. I ran down there for a cup of coffee. Now I came back to the Ridge campsite. And this is my little camp. It rained last night, so everything's soaking wet, but I'm drying things out, making breakfast. I'll walk over there and show you the little stove with the water going. I thought I'd zoom around here. I've got this whole field to myself, as you can see. There's my shadow. But this whole place is empty. This whole field, you can see about 1,000 feet down there to the end of the field. That's just an empty area roof. That's where they had the pig roast last year when I was here. But as you can see, even beyond that over to the other end of the field, there's nothing there. And I'll swing back here because I don't want to swing into the sun. You won't see anything anyway. swinging back this end. This is my campsite again. I think I'll walk down here out of the sun. That's an old campfire when someone else has been here. But here's the end of my car ahead of me. There's my little stove going. My bread's there on the end of the picnic table. Eggs and bacon up on top. Coffee, which I'll make as soon as the water's hot. And I'm going to fry about 3 eggs and maybe half a pound of bacon. And the toaster's over there. I'll show you that in a moment also. But swinging back, you can see way down to the other end of the field down there. No one here, no one here, no one anyplace. And that's that pavilion. Back around the other end of the field, I got the whole field to myself. And have had for the, let's see, 2 nights now or 3 nights that I've been here. In any event, walking over here, that's my little stove, frying pan and so forth. That's the toaster set up there, and actually the cord plugs into that pedestal. You can see the cord laying on top. That's the electric pedestals. They've got several of them around this field where you can plug your cords in to get electricity and watch TV or make toast or do whatever you want to. So I'm gonna get some breakfast and read the daily paper, and today is Italian American Day in Mount Morris. They're having a parade later and some Italian music. There's a little band playing several times today down there, and I'll head down in that direction. And then at 6 o'clock tonight is supper in Geneseo, so I'll have to get ready for that. And the rest of the day I'll probably go visit somebody, probably Dominic and Mary Perino, and I saw Ida Andalina the other day. But I'm standing here in the back of the church, St. John's Episcopal Church. Today is July 23rd, year 2000, I believe. But we just finished morning prayer service here on Sunday, and that was conducted by Dr. Hunter. And I told her I wanted to go out and get my camera out of the car and come back and take some pictures. As you can see, the inside of the church has been painted. This church is on the list of historic buildings. Much of the money for the rehabilitation of the church has been obtained through a grant to restore it much as it was when it was built way back in the early 1800s. It's a beautiful church, and the outside has also been painted and touched up as far as the concrete goes, and bricks. I'll take a little picture from the outside as soon as I go back out. We're now headed over to Geneseo for Holy Communion service. Father Butch Mothersell is going to conduct that service. I don't know why this gets fuzzy as you zoom it, but in any event, this is St. John's Episcopal Church in Mount Morris, New York. So much for the taping now. We'll get in the car and head for Geneseo. This is St. John's Episcopal Church here in Mount Morris. We just finished our morning prayer service, and we're now headed for Geneseo for Holy Communion at Father Mothersoul's. The church has been painted outside and inside. It's really been improved. This is the bell tower, as you can see. And it really goes up there. This is, again, July 23rd, year 2000. And probably my last view of church, at least on this trip. This is the rectory over here. It's now a senior citizens center. There's no resident rector here. Hasn't been for quite a few years. But the Swan Fund serves meals to senior citizens and so forth. And meetings of the church committee, and well, here we are in Dansville. This is Monday, July 23rd, 4th, something along in there. Just thought I'd take a picture of the Ames store for you here in the plaza, Dansville. Swing on over. Radio Shack. A little further over is Tops Grocery. I'm sure you remember all these famous stores. Tops is the big grocery store in the area now. There is a Wegmans in Geneseo, but Tops is the bigger chain around most of the stores here now. Over here is the Dansville Airport. I assume you can see that plane there. There's a wing of a plane over there. I don't know why this, when I zoom in on anything, it gets real fuzzy. I'll have to check the lens at some future date. Here's the Dansville Airport and hangar. And over this direction is the famous McDonald's. And that's it. Back here to my little Chrysler. I'm on the way home. And hopefully we'll get there. I'm just getting back from Elmira, by the way. I'm coming through Dansville from Elmira. I had to get off here at the plaza a minute. And from here on through, we'll go back and get some supper started. Tomorrow we're off to Rochester to see, or off to Phelps, I mean, and we're going to see Irene and Bud, and then on to Palmyra to see Linda Godson. That's the story for now. Goodbye. I thought Angie might be interested in this. I'm here in the West Bloomfield Cemetery to take a look at my brother's grave, but I happened to see this and thought, I wonder if that's Angie's great uncle and aunt. Anyway, Albert Pope died in 1930. Cora Eggleston, his wife, and children Kate Pope and Charles Pope. Well, I'm headed down the hill a little bit here. My brother's grave is down in this area somewheres. I'll find it in a minute. And Just wanted to get a shot of it. Somewhere in my records at home I have an old black and white photograph, I think, but might just well get it on the videotape. Okay for the moment. Here we are. The Pope grave is just a couple of rows in back of me, and here's my brother Bob's grave. Born 1927, died 1981. 81 is the same year, coincidentally, that I retired from state service at Craig Developmental Center. I hadn't realized that before. I don't know what this phrase below Bob's name, Faz, F-A-Z, is. He married a girl, and this is probably her family plot, but what significance the word Faz has, whether it was her maiden name or something else, I don't know. I don't even know whether that's a Polish or Hungarian name. Maybe someone back in Boise can enlighten me. Okay, for now, that's, again, this is July 25th, year 2000. I'm at West Bloomfield, and this is a cemetery in West Bloomfield, also known as Holcomb Cemetery. Holcomb is a neighboring small town. So, okay, for now, I'm on the way over to Phelps to visit the Seymours this morning, and we'll get underway. This is Cox Hall at Hobart College in Geneva, New York. For Kevin particularly, this is where Grandpa went to college, Kevin. That's the old Cox Hall. It was built in 1900, exactly 100 years ago. I used to take classes in there. Downstairs was the old little student restaurant. And the other buildings, I'm standing out in a, they call the quadrant. The other buildings are over in that direction. Grandpa used to live way over there, but they didn't have brick buildings. They had some old Navy dormitories that they hauled up, and that's where I used to live. But I'm on my way to Phelps today. I thought as long as I was in Canandaigua I'd come down here. It's only 15 miles, takes about 20 minutes. Take this picture of Cox Hall, which is the oldest building on campus. That's the old gymnasium over there. And these are other residence halls, or they were at the time. I don't know what's over here anymore. And that's the old church where we used to go to church every day. It was required that you go to church every day when you went to class here. Okay, camera's showing that I don't have much more time on the film, so here we are on Tuesday night, what is it, July 25th or 4th, I'm not sure, 5th I think. I'm cooking my supper. I got my little steak frying. I don't know if you can see that up there in the frying pan.
Hey Bill Duffy, what's on your plate today?
Just about done. And I'll be eating that in about 5 minutes. I got my little TV going here. I plug that into her 3 times a week, maybe, when I'm here for a meal. And right now I'm watching the news from Rochester. I'm having my NA beer. I've got some broccoli that Beverly's husband Rui gave me in Elmira yesterday, and I've got a little pint of dip. I'm going to dip some broccoli pieces in my dip, and that'll be my vegetable for tonight. I was over to Bud and Irene's in Phelps today, and then I went from there down to Hobart College in Geneva, where I went to school and took a few pictures. And then I went over to see Linda in Palmyra, and Josie and Lynn were there from Buffalo picking up Sarah, their granddaughter. She's going to stay with them for 4 or 5 days. Then I'll be headed for
public
Buffalo.
service campaign on online.
Here I am, my last night on the road before coming home. I'm in a park just outside Salt Lake City. This is Monday night, July 31st. There's the car, my picnic table with the video camera case. And there's some of the neighbors out there. I just went and had supper. I was watching the football game. I don't know. I had the little TV and you couldn't get it very good, so I watched about a half of the game and turned it off. I'm going to finish reading the paper and crawl in my tent and hit the sack. Get up at 6, get dressed, and hit the road. Should be in Mount Morris late tomorrow afternoon. I mean in Boise late tomorrow afternoon. So that's it for one New York trip. Tomorrow's the 1st of August, and this is Tuesday, September 12th, I believe, year 2000, and I'm between Wickenburg, Arizona and Kingman, Arizona. The highway that runs out here is called the Joshua National Parkway. And the reason for that, primarily, is because for miles and miles, they have many of these trees, like you see in this picture right here. That's called a Joshua tree. Now, it's a type of cactus, and exactly why it's called a Joshua tree, I don't know. Perhaps if and when you're at our house next time, you can look up the encyclopedia